how can I be more motivated in my life? Because there's a lot of things I don't want to do, but I have to because I have to be a responsible adult.
Unfortunately, that is true. Not everything is amazing and wonderful. Some things just have to be done, and that's just the way it is. But it's a really great question. I think it's something that's coming up more and more. I think people are really struggling with levels of motivation. And I asked this question actually, it comes up a lot in my happiness club. So I asked this question recently, and the number one, like everybody said this, was finding your meaning and purpose. Hands down, that's, I mean, we had loads. I think, if you go and look at the stuff I've written about that, I think we had like about 30 different things that, help us to get motivated. But the number one is finding meaning and purpose. And I think certainly many people that I coach, they often come saying, I'm doing this job, but I don't know. I just don't really feel like I'm just not enjoying it. And what you find is that, it probably ticks a lot of boxes, but it isn't quite in alignment with who they are or their values. It just doesn't quite light them up. It doesn't really give them that sense of meaning and purpose. And that's where we look at how you can shift into something that does do that. So finding something, either it's work, study, not just in terms of work, because I think we often think about meaning and purpose comes from work, and often that's where we do derive so much of it, but it comes in the things that we do in the rest of our time. It could be volunteering, it could be helping other people, it could be and how you spend your downtime. It's about being with people. There's so many ways, but really take time to examine like your values, what's important to you, what lights you up, what brings you joy. It might just be like having an amazing coffee or something, but really find those things in all aspects of your life that really drive you. That again, that why, what would get you up in the morning and get you working on something. So once you identify what gives you that meaning and purpose, that is going to be the number one motivator in your life.
Purpose. I've been looking for it more recently, and I value it so much more right now. And I find for me right now is maybe more family relationships and things like that, and helping the next generation. I so then in my professional life, I don't really get to engage with my family or with younger people, so I have to think about my private in my free time. How can I incorporate that? So these are questions that I'm asking, and I think that's the important place to start for people is at least ask the question: what is it that would bring my life meaning, significance, fulfillment, satisfaction, and then take steps. But if you're not asking the question, then you won't come to any changes.
Yeah, take time to reflect on that. We're very, very busy all the time, and it's natural that the weeks and months go by and another year's gone by and you're still doing the same thing. So it's really important to create a space to pause and to reflect, or get in touch with someone like myself, a coach or someone where you can really have that space to reflect on that. And I think also something that comes to mind is that you're also allowed to do stuff that you like, something that you feel passionate about, that you enjoy. I think often work has been seen as something that you must do. It's not, sometimes it's hard to feel that you can earn a living from doing something that you love. And I think it's so important in this day and age that there are so many opportunities and so many jobs out there and ways to create a job that you like. Here, you and I here doing what we love and have created, that you definitely can have a job that gives you that meaning, gives you purpose, brings you joy, that you love doing. Even it might even be fun. So give yourself permission to think big and to really think about what lights you up and gives you such a sense of purpose.
Yeah, I'm very happy to live in the 21st century. Even with all of the problems, like the opportunities that are available today that my parents or my grandparents didn't have. It's incredible. Like I was in Costa Rica in January and then I went to Spain in March, and I could continue to work and earn a living even though I was traveling at the same time. that was not available to my parents 30 years ago. So take advantage, like dream bigger. It's possible.